Hey guys, what's going on? This is Zach, and today I'm bringing you another gameplay commentary. Right off the bat, I want to say yesterday was Easter. I hope you guys all had a good Easter. I know I did. Spent some time with the family, the usual stuff. And today, this commentary is going to be about some feedback that I've been receiving lately from various people, but mostly in specific today when I got on my Xbox and checked my inbox. A friend of mine on there by the gamer tag of No Credits gave me a lot of messages of detailed feedback, and I'm not going to touch on everything that he brought up, but just some things that I may or may not do. And so yeah, let's get right into that. What he talked about is me possibly doing like tips and tricks and talking about the gameplay, and I have no problem doing either of those. And so what this video is going to be about is me kind of testing the waters to see how I do when I talk about these things. So if you could leave me some feedback about how I do, or if I should continue to do this, because I don't think that I can cover every little detail in one commentary, so I'd have to post more videos on the subject. So with that said, the first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that this gameplay is the epitome of average. I am using the FMG9s and the MP7. The reason being because I clearly remember this gameplay. It's a little old, like a month old. And the lobby before this, it was the same lobby in this game too, were douches. They were using non-stop FMG9s and strikers and all that stuff just mixed in together there, and I got really frustrated the match before this. So my mindset going into this match was I want to win, I want to crush them, and I want to do well. So what I did is I played really tactically and smart, and that's exactly why I chose this gameplay in specific. It's not the most exciting gameplay, like I said, it's the epitome of average, but I think that I played the match really well. So with that said, what I want to do right off the bat is get, maps out of the way. The reason that I chose this gameplay wasn't because of the map, it was Mission. And the reason I chose this is because I play Mission almost exactly the same way every single time. The reason I play it this way is because the people that I play with on my friends list, normally their first thought is to rush the Wings of Redemption spot and get them in a ADOM spawn trap, which is, totally fine. It's a good, strong spot, but personally, for my preferences, I don't enjoy being there. I feel like I'm left way too out in the open. You can just die too easily. It's not a guaranteed kill streak every single time. But if you're constantly moving around the center of the map and the back towards the right in the alleyway, where they're trying to escape from the ADOM spawn trap, I feel like you're letting them come to you, and you're just getting a lot more kills, a lot more easy kills too, because they're right here. You can see where I'm head glitching, and I just keep on coming back to this spot. It's a good, strong spot. So that's why I chose this map, and that's how I play it. And if you notice throughout this gameplay, I'm moving in a way that almost seems kind of weird to watch. And what I mean by that is I'm going in the middle, and then I'm coming back to the alleyway, going back to the middle, going back to the alleyway. And that's because I keep on, first of all, I'm sound whoring, and I'll get into that in a minute. And I'm also continuously checking my radar, and that's the next thing that I want to talk about, the mini-map. I feel like most of the people that I play against, and some people on YouTube, they don't understand how important the mini-map is. So what I do personally is I continuously take quick glances between the minimap and what's going on in front of me, and then minimap and then what's going on in front of me. That way I'm constantly aware of my surroundings and what could be, if there's a guy firing an LMG around the corner. Just simple stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of people just they don't pay attention. They run around with chickens without heads, So that's what I want to say about the mini-map. And the next thing that I want to talk about would be playing with a party. And I know that some people are lone wolves, and they don't enjoy playing with a party. I am a type of person who does. I like to win. That's the most important thing to me. I don't really care if I go 40-5. I like to play with, strong players that, can help me win. If I don't win, I'm not a very happy camper, I can tell you that much right now. much rather win than, you know, have a good game where I lose. So, playing with a party that's between like 2 and 6 players, you know, full parties are fun, but, you know, you have to really try to get kills against, you know, your teammates. And another thing is, like, a small party, still, some randoms are awful. So it's like the happy medium, and, you know, sometimes you have to cherry pick your lobbies, and that's totally fine. In this gameplay, I'm playing with Pro and Insomniac, who have been friends with since Black Ops like came out, basically. They're both, you know, strong players, just like almost everyone on my friends list. I only play with like a handful of people, and it's basically been the same group of guys since, you know, Black Ops came out. So you'll see a lot of the same names in my videos that I post on YouTube. But yeah, I can't stress enough how important parties are. So if you play alone now and you want to do well, I either suggest playing the Mercenary playlist or going and playing with your buddies and pub stomping. And that kind of leads me into my next topic, which I want to talk about, which is guns. I know that every single gun reacts a little bit differently in another person's, you know, hands. Just because the MP7 works fantastic. Look at that corner camper. Excuse me, but I had to say that. Just because the MP7 looks fantastic or works fantastic for me, doesn't mean that it's, you know, fantastic for you. So what I like to do when I'm choosing guns that I want to use is I play with them a little bit, you know, get to know the weapon, you know, get some experience, and then go from there and decide whether I like it or I don't. There's certain guns that top, you know, big YouTubers would recommend, like the ACR, the Type 95, the MP7, you know, the easier guns to use, and those are perfectly fine, you know, the community likes those, they're good weapons, but I personally prefer guns that I'm comfortable with, you know, all around. For example, I like the AK-47, the M4A1, more than the ACR. I use the ACR more just because in a lot of situations it's the better gun, but I like the challenge of using harder weapons. And I feel like if you get comfortable with any weapon, every weapon becomes viable. It's a good weapon choice. So it's all up to your preferences, and don't let anyone, you know, tell you otherwise. Don't ever just be like, oh, but I want to use the MP7 because, you know, white boy told me to. No. All personal preference. And with that said, the gameplay is about to wrap up here. So if you could, please leave me some feedback on if I should continue talking about the gameplay and giving out tips. Giving out tips. And yeah, so thank you for viewing, and if you could, please subscribe, and leave me a comment and a like. So yeah, thanks guys, see ya.